What's up, guys? How are you doing? I hope all is well. You guys are staying safe out there. I know it's been a little bit since I've dropped a video, and what can I say? I'm slacking. It's not that I'm slacking. It's just I work a very weird and awkward schedule, and the times that I do have off, well, responsibility takes priority. But nonetheless, I got a little bit of time, and I thought, why not take a moment to do a first impressions for you guys on a house that is fairly new, just coming out. So stick around after my intro, and I'll give you guys my first impressions and tell you about this house. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Marvelous Scents. I'm gonna go ahead and skip all that intro for this first impressions because your guys' time is valuable and I don't want to take up too much of it. I do appreciate all my subscribers who have subscribed. Thank you so much for your support and loyalty. And if you have not done so and you're new, don't forget to subscribe, smack that notification bell so every time that I drop new content, you're always in the loop. So guys, check it out. I found a new fragrance creator. Let's just say that. A new fragrance creator. And I seen this perfume on Etsy maybe about 6 months ago, 8 months ago. Saw it, read about it, really liked his little bio and what it said, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give that a try. But like majority of fragrances, I pushed it in the back burner. I didn't feel like spending the money for the discovery set at that time, but I did have a little bit of extra money and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna give a chance to this guy. So I bought a discovery set. And who am I talking about but the house of Mileg Perfumery. A little bit about Mileg Perfumery. The owner of it is Matthew Mileg. He launched in January of 2020, and he studied perfumery intensely for about 4.5, 5 years. He's self-taught. He didn't have any formal training. And he had a collection of Victorian apothecary books, and for his love of plants, chemistry, art, and culture, that led him to create a series of vintage inspired perfumes. He uses quality materials, and all his perfumes are of high concentrated. And what I liked was he did put a little disclaimer on his Etsy page that he is not compliant with the IFRA. Now, what is the IFRA? Basically, they set the standards in fragrance creation. They basically put limits, and set the criteria for the use of certain ingredients. But let's get to it. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I bought a discovery set, and this is a discovery set. When you buy from Matthew on Etsy at Mileg Perfumery, it comes in this little nice, almost vintage box with a nice wax seal on it. Look at that. It's got a nice little wax seal with his Mileg stamp on it. It's got this, it almost looks like a gauze in a way, but it's got this and it wraps all the way around the box. Now, full disclosure, this is supposed to be a first impressions for you guys, and I have to be honest. I couldn't wait, and I probably smelled half of these. Now, there's 10 in this box, and I probably smelled, to be honest, I've smelled 5. So the ones I haven't smelled will be genuine first impressions. This is gonna be a little mini series because I'm only gonna do 2 of each fragrance. Otherwise, guys, I'll be taking up half hour of airtime. So I want to keep this short and simple. I gave you a little bit of a bio about Matthew. He's a great guy. I've talked to him back and forth just a little bit to get a couple of facts about him, and I have to say he's a gentleman through and through. Great guy, and I can appreciate that. I got my 2 first impressions samples right here. When you open up the box, it comes with 10 of these little tiny cardboard cards, and I think they're so cool. You open them up, he gives you a little poem right here. He gives you what the fragrance name is, and then he does a note breakdown right here on the side of the card. Really cool. I think this is just adds a nice vintage antiquity to it. So let's get down to it. We're gonna do this first one, and the first one is called Mandolin, Peach, Oak, and Oak Moss. I'll read you the little poem on the side. It says, "Oh, to take what we love inside, to carry within us an orchid, to eat not only the skin, but the shade, not only the sugar, but the days, to hold the fruit in our hands, adore it, then bite into the round jubilance of peach." That was from Blossoms by Lee Young Lee. That's the poem. The notes on this are going to be, the top notes are peach, French peach natural, Sri Lankan cinnamon. Middle notes are Indonesian patchouli, Indian jasmine, Madagascar ylang-ylang, and then the base notes, you got German musk ketone, Canadian castoreum, Indonesian benzoin. So what I'm getting off of this on the initial blast is I'm getting some of the patchouli and jasmine. I don't get the French peach right off rip. Okay, the French peach is there, but it's very subtle. It's almost underneath for me, the patchouli and the jasmine. I feel like this goes right into the heart of the fragrance right away. This is the thing about his stuff, I have to say. It is blended very, very well. I'm so used to getting the tops right away, and then you know when it's going right into the heart and into the base. But with his fragrances that I feel off this impressions is I get that peach, that French peach. Now it's not a juicy ripe peach, it's almost just a slight fresh sweetness, and in the top it's not very dominant, it's very minimal. I feel like I get the patchouli and the ylang-ylang in this. The patchouli is not hippie patchouli. It gives it a nice type of earthiness to it. The ylang-ylang, I almost feel like I get a slight touch of powderiness, and I mean an ever so slight touch, with that nice ylang-ylang floral in there. And I am starting to get a little bit of the sweetness of the benzoin. Yeah, there's a little bit of a sweet floral. Maybe it's from that cinnamon. I think that's what it is. It's from the cinnamon. I'm getting a nice little, and see this, I'm telling you, I am so impressed by this because it's like the heart, it's like the top, heart, and mid are just all at once is how I feel. It's just everything is blended all at once. You're not getting a separation of top, mid, and base. It's just as a collection, one fragrance. But you're able, see, now I'm starting to pick a little bit of the peach. Once again, the peach just adds a nice touch of freshness to it. The cinnamon gives it a little bit of a sweetness. That ylang-ylang gives it a nice floral aspect, delicate floral, if I can say that. And I'm starting to get a touch of musk. Yeah, this is good. This is Good. The musk in this is very clean, and I'm not a musky guy, but it is very clean. All right, that is mandolin, peach, and oak moss. Like I said, this is already going too long, guys, for you, and I need to pick it up. All right, the next one I'm going to do, which I've been looking forward to, is called Honey Deer Musk. The poem on this reads, perfumes there are which though all things can pass, and make all matter porous, even glass. Old coffers from the Orient brought, whose locks grind sullenly when opening the box. Deep. Le Flacon, Charles Baudelaire. Reminds me of that Netflix movie, The Baudelaires. You know what I'm talking about with Patrick, old Doogie Howser guy. Anyway, that's what it reminds me about, the Baudelaires. This one in the top is rosemary, clary sage. Comes the sage or clary sage, depending on how it mixed, can kind of turn me off. Middle, Italian bergamot. That's in the top. Middle notes, you got Indian jasmine, Madagascar ylang ylang again, and then Moroccan rose absolute. And then their base note is Siberian deer musk, Indian sandalwood, and Ethiopian civet musk. Ooh, civet musk can be very, very animalic. Almost dookie smelling. That's right, caca. This one's good. Fresh, a little fresh. You know what I get? I almost get like there's this antiquity into his fragrances. Like you can tell just by this. And of course, the other ones I've smelled, I'm going to say this. You can definitely tell Matthew is passionate, patient, and he puts a lot of heart and thought into his creations. This one's good. Guys. All right, deer or honey deer musk. Let's get this one going. I'm already almost 15 minutes in. Gotta go. I'll just keep jabbering, guys. Jabber. I'll just keep jabbering. Honey deer musk. Let's get it in. Once again, I cannot stress enough, he's definitely using quality oils. Okay, I'm getting musk right off the bat. Like I said, musk for me is something that I've learned over the years to appreciate, but I still do not like musk that comes off like BO. The musk in this is a little bit animalic. There's a sweetness to it. Once again, I feel like there's this antiquity DNA or Victorian DNA that kind of goes through all his fragrances, because it just has that DNA, his signature, I'm going to assume. I'm not getting the bergamot off the top. I'm not getting that bright citrus lemon lime bergamot that we're so used to in modern perfumery. But it's there. It's not punch in your face. It's more subtle. It's more to add just a little bit of a lemony zing to it. Almost a clean. It allows this composition to have a clean smell. The clary sage gives it, I don't really get too much clary sage, so good, because clary sage or sage, depending on how it's used, is bad for me. Unless it's used in like a barbershop, then once again, it has to be utilized well. I'm getting the ylang ylang and the rose absolute. Absolute. The rose and the ylang ylang give it a nice little floral touch. The rose absolute gives it a little bit of a medicinal smell to it. The sandalwood in this gives it a nice little woody touch. The deer musk, and I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be the star, it's in here. The deer musk kind of flows throughout this whole composition. Adds a little bit of at times I get a little bit of a pee-pee smell. I'm just saying it. I get a kind of a urine musk smell. Not bad though. It's not, and it's not all the time. It's just every once in a while. Like right there, I'll get just a slight, almost urine musky smell. But it works well with this. All right, that's it, guys. I'm doing a little series. This is the longest video because I did do some of the introduction of Matthew Maleg into this. But he has a shop on Etsy, and I'm telling you, this one right here, oh, this one. Man, what was this one again? The Mandolin, Peach, and Oak Moss. This is having almost a little, it's turned a little brighter now. Like a bergamot. It's got some sweetness. This one's good. This one out of these two, once again, they're not completely dried down. But this one's not bad either. This is starting to get better. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to view me and my channel. Once again, if you have not done so, remember, don't forget to subscribe, share my channel, hit that like button if you like this video. And thanks again, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, smell unique, shave luxurious, and be kind to one another.